Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at week 11 for the Thursday Night Thriller Truck Series, and we're at Gateway Worldwide Technology Center. Very excited to bringing you the action here on this wonderful Thursday night. As always, glad to be a part of your Thursday evening. If Patrick Calgill and Chris Calgill are out there listening, I could not figure out how to get their little initial on the front of their name. I looked into it, and it's just not some reason I can't figure out how to do it. So we will get to that. So all the Calgill fans out there, I do apologize, but I will get you that information. I think the 31 though is Patrick, and that is correct. Patrick is the 31, and 03 is Chris. As we see Panzarella there having some trouble there in practice, but I was working on some standings for you guys. Did not have enough time today, but wanted to break down what's going on here. So we have 12 make it to the playoffs, and right now it's win and you're in, and you need to have 8 of the 12 races to be eligible. So right now we got probably about 15 drivers, and the 3 below the cut have maybe a chance to get in, is what I kind of put it up to. So all these guys qualify. I'll kind of run it down here for y'all, give you a breakdown of what's going on. Like I said, I wish I had a better graphic. Not have the time. So David Owens right now in the lead, and it's winning you're in. So David Owens is your first seed with 408 points, 10 starts, 2 wins, 3 stage wins. Second place right now I have as, hold on, I wrote it down. I think it's going to be Alex Hillman with 334 points, and he also has a win and 2 stage wins. Matt Tucker has 2 wins. He's at 330 points. He has 8 races raced. AJ Binish, 8 races raced. 296, comes in at number 4. Robert Babcock, 8 races, 1 win, 278 points. Matt Novella, 7 races, 1 win, 269. And then Joseph Lopez is at 0 wins, 360 points. Patrick Calgill, 8 starts, 0 wins, 338. And then I believe it goes to Steve Lewis. Sorry about that. I believe it goes to Steve Lewis, 317 points. Thomas Fox at 306. And Chris Calgill is at your bottom of your cut line, how I have it read here, at 299 points. So, people on the outside looking in right now is going to be Zach Panzarella. He's 281 points, 9 points out of a playoff berth. No wins. Andrew Bolander, he's 266 points. And Steve Fugett is 218. So with only 2 races left, that is a lot of points for old Steve to make up. So that's where I kind of stopped at Steve. So we'll just have to keep that in mind and see if Zach can have a good night, catch up on some of these guys in the race tonight. We only have, looks like 16 drivers tonight. 15 of them, 12 of them are going to make it in. So keep your eyes on Chris Calgill, Thomas Fox, Steve Lewis, as they're going to need to have a great night and point their way in, basically, as I believe Patrick Calgill with no wins is in a good spot right now. So, speaking of Patrick, pole position right now. Patrick's the 31 car. Here comes Zach Panzarella down pit lane, bringing that thing down. Panzarella's pitting. I don't know if he put a lap out yet. Here comes Owens in the 8. AJ's on his out lap. I'm sorry, pitting in. Let's take a look at Owens. Warming up them tires, swinging it back and forth. Not sure if I got the right paint job up or trading paints is on. Let me double check. Oh, I know what I have, boys. Give me a second. All right, there we go. I was like, David does not drive that color scheme. Let that refresh. We should have the paint schemes updated. comes in third here. He's going to try again on that second lap. So I think right now with the playoffs looming, we're going to have to keep our eyes on Steve Lewis, Thomas Fox, Chris Cowgill, as they are pointing their way into the playoffs right now, as Zach Panzarella is looking on the outside in with 281 points. And Andrew Bolander, I don't think he's here tonight. He is here tonight. He is in the 11, actually. Andrew made it. Good to see. So we'll have to keep an eye on Andrew, as he's 266 out. Always capable of winning, Andrew. So that will be interesting to see how that plays out tonight. Stage is at 45. And
good
55%
evening, guys.
fuel.
Welcome back another week of Thursday.
Let's listen into
So great to see you guys
race
come out
control
for another race here tonight. It doesn't look like Steve's going to make it tonight, so I will be in charge for tonight's race. As you guys know, there's a stage break in this race. That'll be at the conclusion of lap 45, start of 46. So keep that in mind for tonight's race. As we go forward, there will be a caution for that at the end of lap 45, start of 46. Pit road closes 3 laps prior to the end of the stage, so when the later takes the end of lap 42, start of 43, that's when pit road will close. Keep that in mind as well. We have a caution within 5 laps of the stage. That will be the stage end as well. We'll go back to the last green flag lap. You guys know all the other rules. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, let's have a good race here tonight. Congrats to Patrick on getting the pole. Good luck to everyone, and be sure to go like and subscribe to the broadcast. Kevin Kyle over there on VRN doing it for us.
Oh, yeah. One and only Kevin Kyle. Thanks, Joe. That means a lot, brother. Really appreciate it, buddy. All right, let's check out the results, see if this thing works. No. We got the grid, though. The grid works somewhat. All right, Patrick Cowgill, the number 31, going to take pole position. Joseph Volpis going to sit on the outside of him on pole position. David Owens going to be second row, right up against AJ Binish. That's going to be a matchup to watch closely, as those two are fighting for being the top dog. Rayshawn Winkfield joining in. He has not been a regular racer here on Thursday night, so glad to see him out here. Bryson Dotson, the same. I don't think I've seen him too much, or he's definitely not in our playoff standings. Matt Novella, winner. Zach Panzarella on the outside looking in tonight. Matt Tucker, same thing for Matt. No, Matt's got the win. 2 wins this week, so he has already locked himself into the playoffs. Chris Cowgill, keep an eye on the 03, as he is on the 12th position of the playoff race in the 03. And we apologize once again to the Cowgills, as we could not get their little initial up there for the confusion. The 03 is Chris, and the 31 is Patrick. Zach Winstead's going to be bringing up in the 11th. Alex Hillman's going to bring 12th. Andrew Bolander and Tommy Fox going to bring up row 7. And Steve Lewis and Jeff Pfeiffer going to bring your row number 8. As we get ready to go live here at Gateway.
45, I believe. All right.
All right, pace car lights are off. It's 115 laps here at Gateway. Remember, we went over who needs a good race here. Panzarella looking on the outside in. Cowgill on the inside with a step out the door. So the 03 and the 12 we need to keep an eye on tonight. Andrew Bolander also back a few points off the cut line in 14th at 266. And Steve Fugit, the only person I could LC making it in, cannot make it tonight, as he's 218 points and way about, what is that, 80 points off of, 70 points off of cutoff line, and missing tonight's really going to hurt him. But the pace car is off. We're getting ready to go live here at Gateway, as the 31 of Patrick brings him to the line, and away he goes, followed there by Joseph Volpis. Take a look up here in the farmersonlyblimp.com at the racing action. Keep an eye on the Owens of 8, getting a good run off the bottom. Gotta know it's going to take him almost 3 wide, as Patrick's trying to keep on the outside lane. 16 cars here tonight. Steve Lewis, the 88. He needs to have a great run tonight. He can't be up there in the back. So keep an eye on that 8. Oh, we got some hitting here. Let's make sure. I think everything's green. But the Captain Crunch truck cannot be afforded to be sitting in the back. He needs a good race here tonight. As Steve is 317 points, which is actually, he's 18 points above the cut line. Thomas Fox, 7 points of the cut line. Chris Calgill in the 03. He is, let me do some math for y'all, 18 points above Zach. Here's a look at that number 12. Right now, position number 13. He's battling that number 03. We're a playoff position. This is the penultimate race here in the Thursday Night Thriller action. So keep an eye on the 12, the 03. All these guys have something to fight for. 08 of Alex Hillman, he's already won, so he's just trying to get himself into a better point standings going into the chase. We start off with 12 drivers, then after 3 races we drop to 8. After another 3 races we have our championship race. Oh, we got loose, Alex, loose. 21 to 12 make it through. Oh, the 08 gets plummeled. And the 57 of Tommy Fox, who's also, is he gonna keep it clean? I think he does. Yellow flag is out. First caution already. Let's take a look here at Alex. We were just talking about him. All right, let's roll that beautiful beam footage. There's Alex getting loose, just not just a little bit, but quite a bit.
You're good.
Let's see if he collects anyone. Zach makes it through. The 21 of Zach Winstead does not. He gets into Alex, nowhere else to really go, but sends Alex up the track. Huge hit there from the 08. Tommy Fox does a great job of avoiding it, as Tommy Fox cannot afford to get any damage on that truck. They do have a fast repair, but he needs to keep, you're trying to keep the tires clean, keep them from these tire model. I feel like you slide those tires, you really pay for it. So with that being said, Tommy Fox, hopefully no worse for wear as we go back live. We'll check in on Patrick. David Owens is going to pit.
Reminder before everybody sits here and gets a black flag for passing people. Make sure you're staying behind the car you're supposed to be.
Yep, you can see a lot of cars coming down pit road. They're topping off. David Owens is known for some fuel strategy lately in some of the races. So with that being said, we got to keep an eye on old David. He probably thinks he can make it to the stage, as some other trucks are going to stay out and keep that track position, stay out on the track. So what happens here at Gateway, the pit road entrance is all the way back into turn 3, I believe. You got to enter, and what happens is, if you pass the car that's on the track still, it will give you a black flag, and then people cry when they get a black flag and say, it's a passing under yellow. Well, you should have paid attention to your relative and made sure you weren't passing anybody. So I'm glad Joe's shouting that out.
Take the high side.
Not letting anyone get away with that nonsense. And if you're out there watching, we appreciate it. I am watching chat, so don't be afraid to get on the YouTube there and chat it up. I could catch it. You hear anything wrong or audio wise I can adjust, don't be afraid to let me know. I appreciate all the help. Also, oh, I'm not sure what I just did there. Give me a second. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna post this in the chat, see if it works. Okay, if you see that link will open up the live timing, so you can keep a look at your favorite driver's times and pit speeds and all that good information that I'm looking at. You should be able to watch that. As Alex Hillman has a meatball flag, I'm not sure where he's going to end up from this. I thought they had a fast repair, so we'll have to keep an eye on Alex if he gets that fixed. But the pace car lights are off. If anyone uses that link, let me know how it works. I'm very curious if it works. Just let me know. It's only live during the race while I have SDK up, by the way, that works. So just FYI. And it looks like Alex Hillman did use his fast repair. Oh, he is still in the pits. Still in the pits. All right, here we go. First caution of the night due to Alex Hillman getting loose. Then Zach Winston, I think, gave him the old boot there. He had nowhere to go. Booted him up into the wall. Big damage there on Alex. But luckily for Alex, he's pointed his way in already. I mean, not pointed, he's won his way into there. So pace car lights are off. Here we go. Joseph Vulpes, Patrick Galgill up on the front row. Remember, Patrick is the 31 car. Patrick is the 31. Chris is in the 03. One of the other Calgill brothers. Big jump there by Patrick. Away they go. Fighting off a little bit further back in the bottom here. Side-by-side action further back. That's the 18 of Ray Sean and Joseph. Little Debbie never looked so good on that 18 car. Good job there by got so many names lately. Ray Sean there by keeping up a wall. Good X on the outside, keeping that momentum. Keep doing that. Let's take a look at Zach Panzarella battling for every point. Remember, he needs to stay ahead and catch Chris Calgill. Chris Calgill driving the 03. Shire. AJ and Matt Tucker battling it out. Both drivers have won their way into the playoffs, so this is just positions to help get them higher up in the standings as we enter the chase. AJ driving it in. Great job on the bottom line there by AJ. He's going to try to make that clear. Rayshon's going to fall back underneath him. And AJ, great passer on the 18 of Little Debbie. $16 trucks here tonight at Gateway. Turns 3 and 4, very tight. Turns 1 and 2, a bigger oval shape. So drivers are going to have definitely two different ends of the racetrack they have to deal with. Looks like Matt Tucker now getting working on Ray Sean now. Jeff Pfeiffer working on Andrew Bolander. Remember, Andrew back quite a few spots. Let's see. 33 points back from the playoff position before this race started. Only a couple of drivers below the cut line really have a chance. I got basically two of them, to be honest with y'all. Zach Panzarella and Andrew Bolander trying to get their way in with 2 races remaining. The drivers that are under attack would be Steve Lewis, Thomas Fox, and Chris Calgill. On board with Andrew right now. Patrick Calgill out to 8/10 of the lead right now. Let's bring up our pit stop lap. Give you guys an idea. That's your top 8. How many can I put on here? Let's see. Looks like I could probably get 15 of the drivers. Let's see what that does. Oh, hey now. Okay, here we go. There's 16 of them, so let's do all 16. All right, there you go. pit stop strategy right now on the lap. Who pitted and who didn't. We'll take a look at that as time goes by. Here's a look at your leader right now. Let's look out the back door and see what kind of lead he has. 0.8 of a second. Joseph's kind of reeling him in here. He started at the top of high 8s, and Joseph's got him down to the 7s now. So Joseph doing a great job keeping him in touch. AJ Binish going to be your third truck right now in line. Here's a shot at AJ in that number 5 Summer Shandy Chevrolet. He's running P3, really strong driver. Rayshawn looking good in that Little Debbie. Mr. Pibb, Matt Tucker, looking great in that 25. And Chris having a hell of a run tonight. He needs every point he can get. Oh, what's Jeff saying here? Take a look at Jeff. Jeff's calling out for Matt to go low on him.
Thank you, sir.
Matt giving him the wave out the window. Good looking paint job there by Matt Novella. I do really dig that scheme. The wrecking ball looking really good out there. All right, back to what we were talking about. Chris Calgill, remember, is hanging on by a thread. 18 points ahead of Zach, so he just needs to basically know he needs to stay right around Zach to have a chance, or not a new winner from Zach or Andrew Bolander or any of our other drivers that are eligible that I can think of. I think that's it tonight that we're watching. Oh, the 03 gets a little wide there. Here's Zach working on Tommy Fox. Remember, Tommy Fox sitting 7 points above Chris in the points, so every point matters, especially these stage points. It's going to be at lap 45, and I believe it's the top 7 get paid, or it's the minimal amount of points, but a lot of bonus points in this league. So if you see any of our leaders leading laps, fastest lap, those are big deals. So look for all that at the end tonight. That's a 57, a Tommy Fox bringing it door to door to Steve Lewis. Take a look at this battle. Two drivers that need to have a good race. Actually, these two battling it out. Only 9 points between these two drivers as Steve Lewis comes out and grabs the wall a little bit with that ass in. Great battle here between Tommy and Steve. Tommy really leaps and bounds of the driving I've seen from him. I'm kind of new to iRacing. I say that every time, but I think it's been 3 years already. But man, I just feel like Tommy has been doing a hell of a job as he's going to go ahead and get the position over Steve. And here comes the 21 of Zach Winstead now looking underneath Tommy. Tommy's going to hold him tight though. Great side-by-side battle here. Can't let Steve back by after he just passed him. Let's see if Thomas can hold on to that spot. Looks like Tommy is going to keep a hold on to that spot. Great pass there by Tommy. Steve Lewis is going to fall in line in 13th position. David Owens, we can only suspect what David's doing. I think we all know. And let's just go inside and blow it up. See what's doing here. I think he's saving. I think he's trying to get to that lap 45 without having to hit. Is what I'm thinking. Because he's already showing David a lap down. Yeah, well, Patrick's gonna have to pit. And a green flag pit here might cause a lot of problems. So we'll have to see how this turns out if we have no yellows. Oh, as the car gets looser, that's Joseph Volpis having some issues. He got up in the wall there a little bit. Top 3 have not changed. Patrick Galgill in the 31. Joseph Volpis had reversed that number, the 13. And AJ Binish, number 5. Rayshawn's been sitting in 4th place. And Matt Tucker's going to be your 5th place driver. Chris Calgill having a hell of a drive, holding off Zach Panzarella still. As he's opened up that lead over Zach. Maybe Zach's trying to save some fuel. Zach's pretty good driver, so to see Chris pull away from him like that, maybe Zach's saving, or maybe Zach's just having some trouble here tonight. Bryson Dotson hanging in at 8th place there. There's a shot at the 32. Oh, as we see Matt there slap the tank on the wall there. That's not going to help that 56. Andrew Bolander in the 11th. 33 points he's off underneath the cut line right now. With 2 races left, this race and next week's race. Should have wrote down Chicagoland. I knew I wrote it down. I did some prep tonight. And remember, last week's race is at Kentucky, and that is going to be the championship race. It's one of the few times I think I can remember a series going back to a track they had in the regular season for a championship race, and that was voted on by the drivers. So interesting how that's going to work out. Let's take a look at Zach Panzarella now, getting top by Bryson now. Dotson doing a great job on the 12. Let's go on board here, see the different lines. Him gaining on them down the backstretch here. Trucks sound like they're going so slow right now.
Exactly.
Bryson doing a great job here. Gets the run on the 12. See if he can complete the pass. Zach drives it up on the high line. Isn't going to let him have it easily. Back, that's Zach Winstead getting the pass on Steve. Steve struggling back there in 13th place. We'll have to see if he has anything up his sleeve. Remember, lap 45 is the stage. David Owens has been lapped. No, David Owens back on the lead lap. He just unlapped himself. Not sure what David's got up his sleeve tonight. We're going to have to see if the leader who did not pit, if they can make it all 45 laps, or if they're going to have to pit. Remember, they did not pit. We'll bring up that traffic again. Showing the top 4 drivers did not pit. Tucker, Calgill, Panzarella, Dotson, Novella, Verlander, Fox, the rest of the field did pit. And Owens, Jordan pitted on lap 16 and 17. I'm not sure. Yes, I am reading that right. They did pit. And he's on the lead lap. I'm curious. Making sure all my stuff's reading right, because I swear I would think if he pitted, how long that pit stop was. Came in for fuel only. 5.3 second stop, so did Jeff Pfeiffer, but Pfeiffer's in worse shape. He's a lap down. Owen's able to get that lap back. So we'll have to see how this plays off, as he did fuel only. The leaders still have not pitted. The pit stop here. $15 laps to go. AJ under duress right now from Rayshon. Oh, and there's your leader, Patrick, bringing it down. All right, Owens was ahead of him here. Let's see how Patrick does on this pit stop. We'll bring up our pit stop lane time to see the different how long these took these guys. So David Owens, look at that 38-second flat. Let's see what Patrick can do here. Seems like forever. All right, there's Zach in your background coming around. Here comes Owens. Off the back stretch of 3. Fuel only for Patrick. Here comes Patrick. Out of the pit lane. He's going to gas it up. Let's see where they blend out together. Cal Gill, the 31. A 39.7 second stop to Owens' 38. And he still gets out in front of Owens. Not as great a stop as Owens, but able to still stay out in front. All right, let's take a look, go on board with Joseph here. Joseph now bringing it down pit road. There's AJ still out. Yet to pit. All right, here comes Joe. Joe is in. There's Zach Panzarello. What to keep on? There's Patrick Cowgill. Let's see how. Oh, Joe's putting tires on. Joe's putting tires on. He's putting a set of 4 on. He's probably thinking about flipping the stage here. Matt Tucker has not come in. Last pitted lap 5. Rayshawn, Little Debbie underneath him. Rayshawn's the lap down. AJ's finally in. Bryson Dotson in. Zach Winstead in. Away goes AJ, and there goes David Owens. Looks like Owens is going to get a spot back over AJ, no problem. AJ did fuel only as well, but Owens took less fuel quicker. David took a 5.3 stuck and stop because he also took a stop earlier in the run. That's why that's paying off for David as he takes the faster run. But who really did it well was Zach Penzer. Zach, let's see what Zach does here. Zach is still leading out here in front. Second, I'm sorry, my second's back at Tucker. Let's see if Zach's been saving fuel. Top 5 right now have not pitted. Last pitted lap 5. Matt Tucker is your leader right now. 37 laps, 45 laps of the stage break. Pits close a couple laps of 4:45, so if you need fuel, you need to make sure you get it in there before lap 42, I think. There's a shot at Chris Cowgill in the 03, battling out with Zach Panzarello right now, trying to gain that spot. Matt Novella a lap down, trying to get his lap back. He's a past Tucker for that. Chris doing a great job staying around Zach. That's what he needs to do. You know, he won't lose 40 points if he does that. He's got an 18-point buffer over Zach right now.
Wait, Ben, this time.
Not with any bonus points, so keep that in mind. There's a shot at your leader. Lap 39.
This time.
Here comes Zach. Zach was just hoping for a yellow, I think. He's going to have to come in and take his medicine. He's going to be pitting in out of second place. Like he said, there's Chris right behind him. Great strategy there by Chris as he's just trying to follow Zach everywhere he goes because he knows he won't lose too many spots to him there. And they do make it down pit road, and there is the 25. I think that is of not Andrew, Matt. Matt's in the Mr. Pit truck. Matt bringing it down. All the guys that have not pit. Steve Lewis getting the lead lap right now. I believe that is bonus points for the number 88 Captain Crunch. But he better not stay out too much longer as he needs to get it down pit road before they close pit lane. And there comes the 88 bringing it down. Lap 40 completed. 5 more laps to the finish. Mr. Patrick Cowgill is your leader. Made a pit stop. 6.8 second pit stop. Longer in every way to David Owens, but Owens not able to counter on him as Patrick's doing a great job. Strategy might not have worked out there for David. Not sure what he was trying to do. Maybe lost too much time, as I don't think David's got enough for him right now. He's got almost a 2.8 second lead over Owens. I don't think Owens can do nothing about that. Owens in second place, AJ's in third. Matt Tucker, great job by Matt getting out in front. He's battling, has a lap car going by them in 08 of Alex Hillman. But Matt, great position there, picks up P4. Sean there behind Little Debbie. Zach Panzarella going to be 6th place. That's Chris Cowgill. What happened to Chris? Chris miles behind. Let's see what happened on that pit stop. Chris took a little more fuel, and his overall pit stop took about 2 seconds longer than Zach's. So Chris there going to be in a deficit, but no biggie. We're going to be throwing a caution here soon. Back to our leaders here. Here's a look at Patrick. Yeah, Patrick, as long as this thing stays green, Patrick doesn't have no problem picking up that stage win tonight. Remember, Patrick, I believe, no wins, not a stage win this year, so this will be his first stage win. If he can bring it across his checkered flag here on lap 45, that'll pick up his first stage win of this season, and he is at 338 points without a win. But he is quite comfortably above the cut line. Compared to Steve Lewis, Steve's at 317, Patrick's at 338. All drivers that have not had a win. I promise next week I will make a graphic showing you guys the playoff situations. It would help, right? So that means getting it into your heads over and over again. And remember, check out that link at the bottom of your screen. Watching live, that is your own live timing data. You can see what I'm looking at, kind of see your driver's favorite speed, top speed, pit stop lengths, and intervals and gaps and all that good stuff. All right, lap 45, there is Patrick. Coming down the back stretch, it should be at the completion of this lap or when 7th place passes. Nope, it's going to be at the completion. Here's the start-finish line. Here's David Owens, AJ, bringing it in. Matt Tucker, 4th. Sean, 5th. Zach Panzarella going to pick up that stage point, and Matt Novella also, I think it's the top 7. So if it were, Chris Cowgill's going to lose out on a point to Zach there, as that could be detrimental at the end of this season. When all the points are laid on the table, you never know. Every point matters. All right, folks, I will be right back. We'll go under caution here for a little bit. Guys, just chill out. I'm gonna get a refreshment. Thanks for joining in. We'll be right back.
Checking up in 1 for pace start.
Battle race off a pit lane. Look at David Owens. Almost catches Patrick there. Patrick looking for his first win this season. If I am correct on that. I am. Trying to do some research. All right. So let's take a look at what happened here. Let's stop times. That might update once they go back around. Okay, it looks like everyone took tires except Zach Winstead. Everyone else had pretty long pit stops, so I'm going to assume everyone put tires on their car. All right, first caution of the night was from Alex Hillman. Got loose and then got hammered by Zach Winstead there. There are fast repairs. Did AJ pass? Oh, AJ must have beat David by the nose of his hair there. Maybe not. What is this? All right, pace car lights are off. David is up on the front row here. We have can't count. I'm drawing a blank. 70 laps? Sure. All right, leader is Patrick. David Owens gonna be on the first row with a Matt Tucker, AJ Binish gonna bring up your second row. Matt Novella, Rayshawn gonna be your third row. Fourth row, Zach Panzerello, Chris Calgill. They just can't get away from each other. That's what Chris wants to see, though. He's trying to stay right around him. And Steve Lewis further back in the pack, and Tommy Fox will bring up row 7. Joseph Volpis there, extended pit time, is going to lose a couple spots. He's going to be shown all the way in 13th place. We'll have to keep an eye on Joseph as the green flag is out. Here we go, folks. The battle at Gateway. Great jump here by Patrick. Going to clear both lanes. Going to have his choice of entry here. Dave's going to take the inside lane against the 25 of Matt Tucker. David's going to clear. Slide up in front. Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, Chris is going to hang on to it. Chris, hang on. No, Chris. Chris Calgill. Huge hit there. Let's take a rewind here and take another look here at what happened. Gets loose. Oh, and he gets into the 12 of Zach Panzarella.
Pace car in 1.
Oh, no, that is unfortunate. I think
I
Chris...
thought they fixed that crap where the pace car took forever to come out.
Oh, I thought my computer froze. Oh, another shot there by the 11. All right, let's rewind and see if this Zach got any damage just from the initial hit, I think. I think Zach's gonna be okay. Oh, what's Pfeiffer doing? Pfeiffer gasses it up to run into the back of Chris. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's take a look at that again. Jeff. It wasn't Jeff. It was Jeff. Let's take a look. I don't know, folks. I thought that looked fishy. Let's I don't want to speculate. Big shot there on Jeff. Zach looks like he's okay, but Chris definitely takes the hit there. Hopefully Chris still has his fast repair. David Owens coming in to top off with some fuel. Lots of other drivers topping her off. Chris Calgill, unfortunate there for him. Hopefully he has a fast repair waiting there for him. He does. It looks like that truck, no worse for wear. Hopefully his day is not done. That is going to set him back with some track position. That's Zach. Oh, Zach also pitted, getting that damage repair. Oh my goodness. Zach must have took some damage as he's in there for an extended save.
We'll take outside.
track, getting some of that work done on that right front. He took a big shot there from Chris. Must have been more damage than we thought here on the broadcast.
Well, Winston, watch you by.
Chris's truck doesn't look too bad either. I don't know if he used the fast repair or not. We got more pitters.
Louis, I need you by. I got a penalty.
Topping off even more some of these drivers. Let's take a look past the 11 pits, Andrew. Yeah, they're just topping off. That was real life. That would have been a bit collided. Matt's topping off. He said something about a penalty. So let's see what that's all about. I don't think it tells me what's going on with penalties. New faces and new places. Patrick Calgill, though, still there, leading on that top row, outside lane. Matt Tucker going to be on the inside. Zach Winstead, AJ Binish going to be your second row. David Owens, Joseph Vulpes, great job. We last saw him in 14th, jumped his way all the way up to 6th place here with some track position. Green flag is out, and away we go, folks. Lap 53 under 115. We are almost halfway.
Sorry, homie, did not want to run you over there.
My race is done. I somehow got past me yellow.
Alex Oman there saying he's got a passing under yellow penalty. Thank goodness he has locked himself in though. That front wing isn't going to hurt him too bad. I know he does work his way up the points as he was just a couple spots behind the driver where he was standing. He's going to be working on Zach Winstead of the 21. Might be dropping a spot here. Zach. Oh, Zach up into the wall. Zach hits that wall. Gonna lose a ton of spots. That's unfortunate for Zach there as Andrew gets by instead. Here comes Chris Calgill. Andrew Bullander in tow. Yeah, not looking good for that 21. He's going up towards that outer wall. He needs to get that thing under control. Patrick Calgill just ran the fastest lap of the night. In his case, that's a 33.28. Just lit up my board last lap. Dropping like a rock here. I think Zach did not take tires though. He's having some problem with that. I know his last stop was only 5 seconds, so that was at lap 47 at the stage. Got a Tommy and Bryson Dodson there, trying to work this thing out. David Owens working all over Matt Tucker. A battle for third. Further back in the pack though, this is the battle of the night. These two have not been able to get away from each other. As we're right on board with Chris Calgill in the 03. There's Jeff Pfeiffer. Jeff paid the Piper Pfeiffer. Oh, as Zach's using all up the track. Pfeiffer ain't gonna like that. Here comes Pfeiffer bringing it back down. We're on board with Chris. This is gonna be a battle into the turn. Zach trying to get away. Oh! That's a close call there from from Pfeiffer. Pay the Piper Pfeiffer as the 85 is making Zach's 11 nightmare here. Oh, they're getting to the wall. They're fighting tooth and nail for every spot. Here comes Chris, gonna push Zach past the Pfeiffer. Zach gonna try to clear him off the turn here. He finally does. He does clear. Now Chris needs to make sure he gets by the Pfeiffer right now, cleanly and efficiently. Oh no, Jeff's gonna fight him tooth and nail here. He's gonna say, thank you very much for helping Zach get by me. Now I'm gonna pay you back. Losing that spot. As Chris needs to open up that exit. He's losing some momentum there, trying to keep it lower. Needs to do what Zach did. They're gonna ride his door out, ride him up. Trying to use the outside lane. Oh, got a little bit of battle up here. Jeff's Grayshawn battling out with Joseph here. 13 in the Little Debbies. Neck and neck. This is for P5. Oh, Joseph brings it real wide. Scrapes the safer barrier while here at Gateway. And he's going to lose that spot to Rayshawn. Novella now working on Chris. Chris was not able to get by. Pay the Piper Pfeiffer. And now he's going to pay the price with Novella getting underneath him. And that 56 machine, he is going to clear Chris as Chris loses another spot. Just think of that as 2 more points going towards Zach in the plus category here tonight. Remember, Zach is on the outside looking his way in. Chris is on the doorstep. 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in. Now working on Jeff. Let's see how Matt works over Pfeiffer here. Watch his exit. See if Matt uses up all the track. Matt does a great job through the center of that corner, being able to get through it. Oh, Chris, he wants it bad, trying to follow Matt through, but Chris needs to take a lesson, settle down, and basically plan out this pass as he's getting past because he's losing momentum. Tries to make a pass, doesn't complete it, and then more cars drive by him. Chris Calgill right now sitting in 10th spot. Zach Panzerola in P7. Not too much more going on track. I want to keep my eyes on this. I just want to see if Chris can make this pass, or is he going to get overtaken again? Now here comes Andrew now. Like I said, Chris messing around too much, not being efficient making the pass, has opened himself up to another driver underneath him now. Let's watch the 11. See if the 11 can make anything happen. Chris is giving him too much room. As you can see, when he tries to make a pass, he is not being given that room. Is under attack. Here comes Zach Panzerola looking for another spot from P. He was right around Chris, and he's been able to make his way up now. He's working on P6, has it in his sights. You know he wants that one. Here comes Chris Calgill again on Pfeiffer. Is he going to try to make the outside work on him? Is he going to get the run off the corner? Not quite. Side by side now with Joseph Vulpes. It's a drag race. He's going to fall back in line. But look at Matt Novella right hot on his heels. Matt's doing a great job getting through the field right now. Chris Calgill finally underneath, gets the nose out, and he says, "Is this the time he makes the pass?" Chris Calgill shuts the door on Pay the Piper Pfeiffer. Finally makes the pass, and that's our FarmersOnly.com moment of the race. Remember, you don't have to be lonely at FarmersOnly.com. Great job there by the 03 John Deere machine. All right, finally, Chris gets by the 85. Here comes Andrew Bolander in the 11. Andrew needs a big point night also. Oh, Joseph comes back. Joseph with a vengeance off our radar. Zach must have had a mistake, as here comes Novella and Joseph on the outside. Zach's going to lose 2 spots that he just gained. He's going to battle Novella here side by side. As now look who's behind Zach. It's the John Deere machine, and they're back together again. Matt makes his way past Zach Panzarella. Now Matt looking to gobble up Joseph Wolpus. Patrick Cowgill has checked out AJ Binish, 2 seconds behind him. David Owens, a second behind that. Matt Tucker working pretty well there in P4. Ray Sean in P5. And then back to our battle, our little group here in P6. Downshift. Getting a little loose there. 3 cars all under a blanket here. This is some good racing we have here at Gateway. Something happened to Zach. I know he might have got tired or loose, so something, he lost a couple of positions there between Zach and Joseph, as Joseph was able to climb back there, but Zach seems to be clawing his way back here. Chris Cowgill doing a great job extending his lead over Jeff Pfeiffer there. As Matt's looking underneath, Zach's gonna go up high. Side by side, the 56 and the 13. The 13 gets up in the wall, so does Zach. Oh, Jeff Pfeiffer gets loose, hit to hold on to that 85 machine. He does. Can he hold on to it? He does. As he just avoids Bryson Dotson. Back to the nature of hand here. Side by side action, still 13:56, battling it out side by side. Unbelievable racing here we have at the Thursday Night Thriller action. As we were lap 73 out of 115, nice green flag runs here. We'll have to see how pit strategy pans out a little bit further on. But right now we have ourselves a race. Side by side, this is all for P6. Oh, Matt gets loose off the corner, so does Joseph, hits the wall. Here comes Zach. Zach gets his nose cut off by Novella. 3 wide, pitches up. There they come into the corner. Crazy action there as Matt's gonna win out there. Zach's trying to capitalize on both of their mistakes, unable to do it, but does make a position on Joseph. And not look now, but here comes the 03 John Deere machine of Chris Cowgill lurking. Joseph losing more spots, and here comes Chris making another move. Let's see. Oh, Chris gets a little loose. Where'd Chris go? Chris hangs on. He's going to lose a massive amount of time as he's just pushing a little too hard there. Chris has the right mind. Unable, though, to keep that 03 car locked down on the track, but good job saving it, as he might lose a spot here to Andrew on the bottom. All right, AJ Binish is starting to get caught up by David Owens. Owens is tracking him down, but who is not being tracked down is Patrick Cowgill in the 31. Cowgill has checked out. He is out and about. We'll have to see if any pit strategy comes into play here, but Patrick doing a great job just toasting the field right now. There's AJ and David. That's for P2. Matt Tucker not far behind in the 25, and the little Debbie of Rayshawn Wingfield bringing up the rear as your top 5. Your P6, though, ways back there of the leaders, almost a back stretch away. As we had quite a moment there between Panzarella, Novella, and Vulpes for P6. Bryson Dodson looks like he's having some success here, getting that gap closer and closer. Tommy Fox working on Jeff to pay the Piper Pfeiffer. And the crunch. Steve Lewis needs to get his unhook the trailer, Steve. Unhook the trailer. Oh, Chris looking to make a move on the 13th. Chris has been in the action all up and down tonight. Feel like he's been learning a lot tonight on how to make passes and set them up. Let's see if he can capitalize here on the 13 of Vulpes. Vulpes trying to hang on to the outside line, making Chris use the inside to beat him. Goes a big diamond there. Kind of throws off the 03, but the 03 with, oh, the 03 overpowers it again. It's going to lose 1 or 2 spots now. That's unfortunate for Chris. Happened to him again. Now David Owens under attack from Matt Tucker. Let's see, Patrick and AJ might be needing fuel sooner. Owens has 3 more laps left, 4 more laps than them. So does Rayshawn. Novella stopped in at lap 52. Olander, Dodson, lap 52. Laps left here at the Gateway. Here it comes, the 25. Puts his nose underneath, trying to get it there. David doing a great job of pinching off that lane. Matt, great job of power. David hits the wall. On board with the Tucker. Oh, David over the wall, and Tucker makes the pass. As we see the 25 say sayonara. Just pressuring David into a mistake. Maybe David was on the phone. Maybe he was making a phone call. Maybe he was trying to find out how much fuel to the end. As Patrick Calgill, our leader, brings it down pit road. Let's see what he takes for tires here. Patrick's gonna gamble it here. Coming in first. Has that nice lead, gonna undercut it. Hopefully, he's hoping no caution here. AJ Binish now bringing it under. Okay, and then Matt Tucker should be your leader. Is going to go put him a lap down. There goes the leader. So Patrick there going to be a lap down now. When it cycles out, he should be in good shape. We'll have to see how it all pans out. More pit stops. Joseph Vulpes, Steve Lewis, both in. AJ completed his stop. I don't see AJ. AJ blinked on me. Come on, AJ. You're okay, buddy. I'm not showing AJ. All right, back to the leaders. David and Rayshawn battling out here for P1. Matt Tucker finally brings it in. We'll have to see where Matt Tucker and Patrick come out. Patrick's going to get his lap back here the old-fashioned way, trying to get it back. There goes Owens in the pit lane. Great job by Patrick on the outside on fresher tires. Able to make that pass, hopefully with no problem, as he needs to do this as efficiently as he can. More pit stops underway as most of the field is coming down now. Pfeiffer and Chris Calgill, it's a drag race down with Tommy Fox. No room for give there, as it's a battle further back in the pack. Is that Zach Panzarella up in front? Yes, it is. Zach's in. David Owens is in. All eyes on Patrick Calgill and where his lead is going to be when this thing cycles out. Clean racetrack. He is killing it right now, as this should take him to the end of the race. Let's take it up to our farmersonlyblimp.com. There's David. There's Matt. There's Patrick. Look at that lead, folks. Patrick with the undercut extends that lead to over 6.8 seconds. What a move there. We'll have to see if it pays out. Oh, we got David Owens crash. David Owens, what's going on here with the Owens machine? Oh no, David Owens spins. Let's take a look at what happened.
Let me guess, that was on the 8th.
With certainly backwards.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Said he was certainly backwards on the high side of the track there.
Right.
How? Glad I racing through it after me and you got past Bowlander there, Zach.
All right, we'll have to take a look and see how this affects Matt Novella. What happened to Matt?
I was scared we were going to get trapped.
Same, I thought we were on it.
Okay. Okay.
Big
Let's go
checkup
back
on the
live.
stretch.
All right. We'll have to see how this all stretches out. Winstead, Binish.
Came out of pit road second the car when driving.
Binish is out. Something happened to Binish. Now he's back. But he's back. Where's AJ? I don't know what happened to AJ, folks. AJ might have had some internet connection. I'm not showing him anywhere on our screen. We'll have to keep an eye out for the 5. Check in with him to see what happened. All right, I think some of these cars are going to get the wave around.
Hey, Jetta, can you speed up a little bit?
I'm staying right behind the car in front of me, buddy.
Don't get your attitude moving.
I'm gonna take high side.
All right, so cars are taking a wave around. Patrick will be your leader. Front row with Matt Tucker, Joseph Fulpis, Zach Panzarella going to be your row 2. Andrew Bolander, Steve Lewis. Look out for Steve Louie. Louie's made it up to the 3rd row. Ray Sean's in the pits, but Matt Novella. Before I get all excited, let's see how this is after the scoring. All right, pace car lights are off. This is it, folks. Green flag, race is off. Here we go, folks. 27 laps to go here at Gateway. Patrick Calgill has been putting on a clinic and still looking for his first win of the season. If I am correct on that, hopefully, because that's what I'm saying. So we're rooting for old Patrick's looking for his first win of the season. truck's further back and back, pounding that outside wall. Trying to make his way back up. Tommy Fox needs to unhook the trailer. Time is ticking down. Needs to get all the points he can, as it is a tight battle for the cutoff line. There's Chris underneath. David's having some trouble. Gonna hit that wall just a little bit. Great job by Chris hanging on. Zach Panzarello trying to look around his way around Joseph Lopez here. And that's all for P3, looking for a podium spot. Yellow flag is out. The Steve Lewis crash is what I'm picking up on the comms. No, not Louie.
Can't block the whole racetrack.
Wow. No give, all take. Let's take another look.
Check number 1.
The Little Debbie machine. Matt Novella. Lots of speed coming off of turn number 4. Steve kind of in no man's land. Not real. I know he's trying to stay away from Rayshawn and not cut him off, but Matt's there too, buddy. That's a tough break. That's the 88's going to take on some major damage there. Hopefully he's got another fast repair. Not sure his situation. Oh, he's nursing that thing in. I think that engine is blown. Not sure situation for Steve. Uh-oh, is this going to cause problems down pit lane? He's going to tow. He towed it. All right, we got some drivers coming down pit lane. Let's see what the strategy is here for the 25. Matt Tucker, Zach Panzarella, David Owens coming in. Are they putting on their last set of tires?
I got an unsafe pit entrance.
Yeah, there's an orange box at the entry. I learned about it in the race before the stage break. Yeah, you got the space. Yeah, so I learned about that under green flag before the stage, where I got a 40-second hold for doing it.
Okay, it looks like it's just a drop to end for me. So okay, cool. That's what. Yeah, I think I did miss that. My bad.
They must have added that in an update because I don't ever remember having that problem.
Yeah, you can see that green cone right there with the orange box. That's what drivers
that was
have to
weird.
do to commit in time. We'll have to take a look. Let's see if we can.
I'm gonna take the outside and restart.
Let's take a look, see if we can find out where Zach did it. Must have been further back. Pause it. Fart chase. That orange dot comes in after it. And that's why you got the penalty. See, good job, Joseph. Joseph knows what he's talking about. All right, here we go. Patrick Cowgill, Joseph Vulpes, your second row here. Andrew Bolander, Rayshawn Wingfield going to be your row number 2. Matt Novella, Jeff Pfeiffer, row number 3. Chris Cowgill, Brian Dotson, row number 4. Tommy Fox, Matt Tucker, row 5, 11 and 12. That's Zach Panzarella and David Owens. Chris Cowgill in the driver's seat. If he can just stay put and not lose too many spots here, it'll go a long way.
Okay, I was like, oh, we're gonna dance.
helping him
Yeah,
out.
that was a close one.
Azarella definitely needs to look for him to be a man on a mission right now, as he had to be sent back to the back, got the fresh tires on. With only a few laps left remaining in this race, look for him to throw caution to the wind and make something happen with 20 laps left here at Gateway. Patrick Cowgill leading. I don't know if he's led every lap. It sure feels like it. Has been dominating tonight. Last pitted at lap 81. Cars on fresh tires would be lap 94s. Would be Matt Tucker, Zach Panzarella, and David Owens. So keep an eye on those three. And away we go. Wow, huge jump there by Patrick. I'm not sure what happened to the inside lane. Caught sleeping. As we're up here in the wide booth lens, keeping our eye on all the action here in the FarmersOnlyBlimp.com. Chris Cowgill doing a great job further back. The leaders are battling it out. The new tires have not yet come into play. Novella and Tucker there getting awfully close and comfortable. The 11 is underneath. Andrew Bolander is underneath Jeff Pfeiffer here. Novella and Chris Cowgill there working on each other. Chris has got the outside lane. Have not seen Owens or Zach yet be able to get those new fresh tires working just yet to make up any room. Cowgill hits the wall. Cowgill over the wall from Chris. Patrick still out to a lead here with Rayshawn trailing behind in second place. Joseph Vulpes in third. And behind them is a battle for fourth. And we got ourselves a horse. Oh, Jeff Pfeiffer hits the wall. Chris Cowgill to the wall. Zach Winstead. Where's he going? He hangs onto that truck. We got trucks everywhere. Here they come barreling down into turn 4. Looking for the inside. The 25 by Tucker makes the run on the inside against Andrew. Has the score. Has position coming into turn 1. Able to make it stick. First truck on fresh tires, Matt Tucker has been able to make it work so far. He has about 13 fresher lap tires than the leader. Rayshawn, last pitted lap 88. Cowgill, lap 81. I'm going to bring up that graphic so y'all can see when they came in. Give you guys an idea real quick. Chris battling it out. They have not made any moves on those fresh tires. Zach has made his way up to 7th place right now. Chasing down Matt Novella, Andrew Bolander. Zach's got about 9 lap fresher tires than those two. Matt Tucker, like we said, fresh tires, trying to attack. Trying to reel in Joseph, Rayshawn, and Patrick. Front stretch. Can Matt take over P3? He's got the fresher stuff. He should be able to get this done. off of exit. Here comes the 25. Look out. The interval to the leader is now under a half a second. And Matt chase down Patrick and Rayshawn. Further back in the pack, Andrew Bolander here in a cluster, able to make his way. Trying to work on Matt. That's Matt, Andrew, Zach Caswell, and David Owens. Those two, Zach and David, fresh tires here, trying to make the most out of it. But right now, the man on a mission is Matt Tucker. Now it's down to 3/10 of a lead. Over Rayshawn. He still has 0.7 to go to get to Patrick. But it is closing. It's getting tight. All that hard work Patrick worked for, all that great pit strategy is slipping through his hands. Can Patrick hang on? 10 laps to go here at Gateway. First win of the season is on the line for Patrick Calgill in that 31. And here comes Matt Tucker in that Mr. Pip truck. You can see the closing distance. You can see the exit of the Little Debbie's machine. They're all over the back bumper. What is Patrick going to do? He's got to play defense here.
That's good to stay north.
It's going to stay low. Rayshawn right behind him on his bumper. Rayshawn going to give him a little tap. Nope, he stays right on. Great job by Patrick. It's just a moment of time, but can Patrick hang on? 8 laps to go here at Gateway. Here they come into turn 1, the very tight, slow turn 1. They really got to slow down the trucks. Now they're going to become, look at Rayshawn's speed off of exit. Does a great job. Let's take a look at, and Matt Tucker. Matt seems to plateaued. Matt's got to get this thing going, fresher tires. Did Patrick do that great of a job, though? Did they overwork their tires to get to Patrick? Let's see what that over 4,000 I rating of Patrick Calgill can do if he can hold off Rayshawn. Little Debbie knocking on the back door. Gets into the back there just a little underneath on the fender. Gets Chris loose. Patrick's loose. He's going to shove him down the track.
You just let Matt Tucker win.
Gets out of control. It's a 3-way battle down a drag strip. Patrick not let this go. He sends it in. Tucker, no problem underneath him. Now he's going to be a battle against the 18. Side by side, they come out of exit. The wind slipped through Patrick's hands. Now it's a drag race down to the front stretch. 6 laps to go here at Gateway. Can Rayshawn hold on with a little older tires? Or can Matt Tucker put it? Oh, it gets him in the back. The little do-si-do. Matt now underneath the 25. He gets back in line. Here comes Patrick again. Patrick wants this win. He can taste it. It slipped through his fingers. But with 6 laps to go and older tires, it doesn't look good. Patrick wheeling that car with all he can get as Rayshawn is starting to gain a gap here. Patrick underneath. Yellow flag is out with only few laps remaining. 4 laps remaining and the caution comes out, folks. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I can do that.
Where is this accident?
They were in a good finish.
Not sure what happened. Nothing is coming up on my screen. I saw Dotson involved, maybe. Not quite sure. Oh my goodness. Not sure what happened. Wow, what a race. All right, let's see what happens on pit stops here. This should be a green-white checkered, I believe. Lap 112 out of 115. Yeah, this should be a green-white checkered. All right. Matt has the freshest tires. But did he use them up? Getting to where he was. Patrick has the speed, the experience, but the older tires. Fortunate for Patrick. My heart goes out to him there. I don't think that was anything ill will. Oh, and Patrick's bringing it down.
Calgil, you get a penalty on that?
It hasn't said anything yet.
All right. Zach Winstead, Zach Panzarella, Matt Tucker, Ray Sean kept it out on the track. That's only 2 rows. 2 rows of a buffer to these fresh tires are going to be coming behind them. Great stop there by the 13. The 13 might be giving him a run for his money here on exit. Oh, the right side's only from Joseph Vulpes, Matt Novella, Andrew Bolander. As they got hoodwinked with right sides only. Wow, what a couple of strategies here is playing out. Unbelievable. Some exciting action here. Different tire strategies. Your top 2 rows are going to be on older stuff. We got lap 88, lap 94 tires. Then we got right sides only by Joseph Vulpes and Matt Novella. And everyone else, Andrew might have even beat Patrick out, but Patrick, Andrew Bolander,
Top.
fresh stuff. Interesting, folks. You know, Patrick's gonna be driving the wheels off of this thing. I can just feel it. I know he's frustrated losing that lead, that yellow coming out for a very single car spin of Owens. Pace car lights are off. Looks like Patrick might have picked up a penalty there. He's at the end of the field. I think he did pick up a penalty for that. We'll have to go back and look at that. As he is in the back, he should.
Yeah, it copied it all.
And we took a look at that box, folks. It's there. That is an injury. You have to be committed before that box. All right, here we go. Unfortunate for Patrick, but it's an opportunity for other drivers. Matt Novella took 2. Joseph Vulpes took 2. Let's see if those 2 tires can make anything happen here. Here we go, folks. Green, white, checkered. Remember, this Thursday night thriller action can only be here on the Vortex Racing Network. They hit the restart alone. Oh, he jumps. He might have got him as he checks up the field on the outside line and causes a wreck.
Why is everybody fucking dumping us from the back? You're not even going yet.
I got a freaking jump start because Sean went below the speed limit.
Yeah.
I was going 55, and he fucking jumped that shit. I swear to God. All in my mother.
All right, let's go back and look at this.
I was going. All right, so let's not argue about it. The way this is going to be officiated is I'm going to go back and look at it at the end of the race. I'm going to clear whatever Tucker got here. However, please be aware that whoever was in the wrong there is going to get a black flag and end up a lap down.
I was rolling about 50 off turn 4, and then I got up to 55. What'd you say, Steve? And who's winning? Why is it starting with 50?
I don't know, man. Let's take a look
I mean,
at
at
this
least
thing.
Like I say, you wanna say whatever. That's your prerogative. I'm saying from my perspective, that is what's going to happen, and you're going to deal with whatever the frickin' consequences are, whoever it was.
I know, so make sure,
And
because 32 was laying back and ran him over.
Oh, we got the 32.
Tucker, key up so I can clear it.
Owens gets in it. Pfeiffer gets in it. All right.
Pfeiffer, I need you up here. Where you at?
Let's take a look here at Ray Sean.
You got a passing copy.
Tucker, I need you to key back up so I can clear it.
Yeah.
He looks, I don't know. Rayshawn doesn't really move.
They wrecked before I could go. So Tuck had the lead.
Yeah, I think Rayshawn.
You were going 50 and then sped up to 55, and then I sped up to 55 and then went because I thought.
Listen, guys. You can argue about what would happen. I'm going to look at it after the race. Whoever was in the wrong is going to get consequences against it, and that's going to be that.
I don't know how you can check.
I'm asking, do I get to keep my position or do I have to get Tuck the lead?
Do whatever iRacing's telling you to do.
Okay, so you get to jump the car and take the lead. That's fucking
Tommy, I need you to get in front of me, dude. It's telling me to let you by. So stop dropping back and get up here.
I'm taking the top.
Tommy, it says pass Patrick.
Wow, drama here, folks. Drama. I can't tell how fast they were going unless we looked in their cars. Maybe we'll look at it here after. Wow, that's going to be some fun to decipher as we got drama here late at Gateway. Dak Panzarella in the 12th spot. Joseph Volpes on the back row. Front row, Matt Tucker and Rayshawn are going to switch spots here. That's going to give the lead to Matt Tucker. Give him control. That's all Rayshawn had to going for him, is to have that jump. Matt does have the fresher tires. Joseph took 2. Zach's on his older 4. We'll see what pans out here, folks. Let's go back to the Farmers Only blimp. It's a little too high. I like it. It's my favorite. All right, here we go. Big drama. Restart zone, they hit it. Matt Tucker out to a good lead. Bella making his way through any way he can. Zach makes a move. Oh, they're wrecking. Joseph Volpes, Matt Novella, they're wrecking.
Hey, then.
Joseph Volpes involved in that accident. Let's take a look. Let's take a look how this all takes place. And this should be our 3rd green-white checkered attempt.
I'm hearing huge echo, Joe. I'm sorry, though.
All right, let's take a look. Andrew Bolander's in the 11, trying to make it 3 wide. Joseph's on his way back down the track. Andrew does a great job checking up a little bit there for Joseph. Doesn't run him through. Yeah, either Joe gets loose or it's net code. Got a West Coast there car. That's going to back up the field, and there comes an accident behind him. Tommy Fox did not need that. Chris Calco gets through. David Owens
Zach
gets
is
through.
telling me to pass you, but I can't catch you.
Get an EOL, Tommy. You got to call for an EOL.
Yeah, I think you have to take a UL, right?
You'll be fine if you have to pass him. You'll be fine.
Wow. Oh,
Did it go away, Tommy? It went way
Tommy
on my
Fox is sideways down pit road. Oh no, you guys, have you guys seen Austin Powers?
Oh no, Tommy.
Oh, the humanity. There he goes. And it's showing Rayshawn with the lead. What happened? Did we miss that pass? Let's see. Rayshawn has the lead. We're gonna have ourselves a hell of a race here. on older stuff. I'm gonna defend the hell out of this one.
I haven't the damn thing back. Not gonna get it.
All right, here we go. I'm not sure who's leader. I thought it was Matt. Looks like it's Rayshawn. Dak Panzer able to keep his spot in third. Andrew on fourth. David Owens pitted 116. Looks like he did not take tires. Andrew and Bryson both have fresher stuff. Here we go. Pace car lights are off. We're ready to go. This should be our final overtime green white checkered, I believe. Next flag ends it. There you go. Good jump there by Rayshawn. He's got the lead. Can they catch him here in 2 laps? Patrick trying to make a 3 wide there between Zach Winstead and Chris Cowgill. The 25 all over the back bumper of Rayshawn. Matt Tucker to the outside of the 20 of the 18. Can he make it stick? Rayshawn's gonna use up the track, but he's gonna keep it down on the bottom. Oh, and he's spinning. They're spinning in the back. Yellow's out. Who's got the lead? Who's got the lead with the yellow out? The white lap flag are gonna race it to the end. The yellow didn't come out. It's going to be a drag race, and then here comes David Owens. 3 wide out of exit number 2. And here we go, folks. We got a drag race for the ages. David's bringing it back down. Going to ship it into turn 3 here. It's all on the line. The 25 gets bumped there by the 18. Great job there by Rayshawn. Now Rayshawn's got the fin down low. Pinch off Owens. Side-by-side battle between Owens and Rayshawn. David Owens gonna sneak the win through here at Gateway. What a last lap sequence of events. There's gonna be some hurt feelings. There's gonna be some people, intentional wrecking there by the Rayshawn at the end of the race.
Yo, that bullshit just put me over the DQ limit, Joe. If you could fix it after the race.
Gotcha.
Just more work for the admins there. That's unfortunate. Let's take a look
Good
at
win,
this.
Owens.
Let's take a look at that
Appreciate it.
race there, man. What a race. What a finish. All right. Let's take it back a little bit. Wow.
Oh, sorry, man. Let me get out of your way.
This is after the restart here. Let's see what happened. Andrew, the 32, doesn't have room. He's 3 wide. That starts this incident off. That causes all types of manhandlingness here. Let's go back up to the front. You know, they crossed the white. They crossed the finish line before the yellow flag was to come out. And here we go. This is the battle. Chase. Great racing right here. David gets loose and stays in it though. Great job saving it. Still has a run. He just shifts it in. Pressure stuff. Great job. Keeps it down low. Gives him plenty of room. Great. I mean, that's just a hell of a pass by David. Really unbelievable job there by Mr. Owens. And then, like I said, then we just have this tomfoolery right here. That's unfortunate. That's just unfortunate. But a hell of a race there by everyone. Wow, I am out of breath. I am out of a lot of things. I'd like to see Patrick and that mistake on pit road. I feel like that was pretty big deal. Let's see. Let's rewind it and see if we can find out. Wasn't this one? Okay, so Patrick. Yeah, I can't see. I just wanted to see if we could find out how, kind of like what he did. But we saw what happened to the other driver that didn't do that commit cone right. That was Zach. So, anywho, let's. I'm sorry to David for not showing your burnout. God, dude, that was. We'll just slow this down and just enjoy it. Enjoy it while I see if we got any interviews. Let's take a look. Oh, we have a whole bunch of people. Okay, let's get my favorite guy. This is gonna be one for the books here. All right. Hey, Rayshawn. Never thought this would happen, where we have a heart to heart here in the broadcast booth. But hey, hell of a race, man. Watching that restart between you and Matt, where they thought you slowed down from the eye view, it didn't look too egregious. It just looked like you waited to the last second to gun it, and guys behind you got impatient and caused that mess. But that's what I saw. But hell of a race, man. Way to battle back there on some older stuff. Yeah, just let me know. Tell me about your race and anything you want to get off your chest, and we'll go from there.
I mean, that first stage, it was just save, because I mean, you're burning your right front. The track was so tight. So I was just trying to save, be as patient as I could, and then I missed the pit entry, and I slid through the grass, and I missed my box, the same pit, so I lost a bunch of time there. But I still managed to finish, I think, 5th in the stage, and then that second stage, it was relatively chill for the most part, just saving fuel, finding out the best fuel strategy, and then at the end there, I mean, that first green white checkered, where it looked like I jumped it. I mean, off of 4, yeah, I'm rolling at 50. The pace speed's 55, and then I gradually like speed up. I get to 54, and then I get to 55. But I don't I stay at 55 until the middle of the box, and then he goes before me. And I don't know, but
yeah, it didn't look crazy to me. Like, I don't know. I think in the moment, people think certain things because it's just like you're in the moment. You can't really see outside your truck. But yeah, I know Joseph and the admins, they'll look at it. I'm sure, they'll judge it honestly. They're not gonna have but hopefully it goes your way, man. I don't think I saw anything to me that looked that out of sort. So but congrats, man, for running so hard tonight. It was really good seeing you out here again.
Yeah, man, thank you.
You got it, brother. Well, hey, that was Rayshawn. Appreciate you being here, brother, and it's good to see him back racing again, guys. He's been hit and miss throughout a couple of the weeks, but he's definitely a quick young racer and brings a lot to the table. So, Rayshawn, good luck, man. Hope to see you in some more series a little more often, man, if you get the time.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You got it, brother. All right, let's bring in Matt. Hey, Matt, you got your ears on, man. It's Kevin up here in the booth. What a heck of a race, man, you had. I felt like Patrick had he had the grasp on the race with that big lead with the pit strategy and just his pace, but then that last yellow came out. Not last yellow, but the yellow that brought you guys all back together, and then mayhem kind of ensued. But you seem to have the advantage with those fresh 4 tires, and they were working, brother. Just take me through your race, especially the stuff at the end, and just anything you want to get off your chest. This is the floor is yours, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting from the start. I mean, we had guys saving tires, you had guys saving gas, so overall, I think it was not that bad of a race. We had that unfortunate yellow at the end. It looked like it was going to be between Patrick, Sean, and myself. But yeah, then after that, it was just kind of just a little mayhem at the end of it. It was good, fun, clean racing though. I mean, no one really stepped over the line or wrecked anybody on those last couple of restarts. So it was all fun.
And then Matt, looking back at that restart with Sean, do you still feel like he did something not it was more of a gray area thing, or looking back at that restart, if you had a chance?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at it right now on 114. I mean, I was trying to go 55. He basically clutched down to 50 and then sped back up, and that kind of got me off a little bit. So then I got back to him, and then we're in the middle of the box, and I thought it was green, and that's when I kind of went and I stopped. But then he just never goes in the box. So I mean, that's kind of what caused the 21 then to spin too. So I mean, it's okay. I mean, I know we're just all racing trying to get a win, but yeah, it was just unfortunate the way that happened. But after the next restart, I mean, he sent it a little deep, and then kind of put me in the wall too. But it was all good. I mean, I crossed him back over. He hit me back on that last lap. I mean, we're just all racing hard, and I know Sean's how he races, but he's all good. So we're fine and everything. So it's just another race.
Right on, man. Well, hey, hell of a race there. It was really exciting to see you claw back. I really thought, with you, the 4 tires, you were the one. You and Zach and I forgot David. You guys all put on a set of 4. I thought at the same time, and you made the most out of it and clawed your way back up to 3rd. And I think you might even got 2nd on that run before the yellow came out. But yeah, dude, great job. You're already locked into the playoffs I have here. So you're doing great, Matt. We're looking forward to next week's the last race at Chicagoland. How do you feel about Chicagoland?
It should be okay. I mean, another mile and a half. That's the last race before the playoffs start. So hopefully try to get as many points as possible. Maybe sneak out and win too.
Right on, man. And then, Matt, I mean, yeah, before I let you go, any shout outs or anything else before I get David in here?
No, just thanks for putting this on. I mean, you've been doing it all year. So, I mean, appreciate you putting this on, and everybody that watches, and Moonlight for putting on the league too.
Got it, man. Well, anytime, and great race, and look forward to watching you guys at Chicagoland for that season finale, buddy.
Yep, thanks, Kevin.
Got it. All right, that was Matt Tucker. Let's bring in our winner, Mr. David Owens. All right, David, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great, Kevin. How are you tonight, buddy?
Man, you just when I think like, oh, David doesn't got this tonight. Man, what a hell of a move, man. Just hanging on to that truck on the bottom after you lost the corner, lost a little bit of control off of exit when you guys were like 3 wide, and then to send it back in underneath them. And you kept the bottom on the apron pinned, and you did a great job. What a clean pass. Was that just a tire advantage that you had over those 2 trucks, able to gain that ground back on them?
Absolutely. Yeah, they stayed out. When we had that wreck on that stack up, the 2 cautions before, I took my last set of tires, so I was able to have that tire advantage there.
Right on. And then any saving fuel tonight, or is it all about saving tire?
Actually, I tried to save fuel to kind of like stretch it out in that second stint to be able to have a shorter run to the end, and I shot myself in the foot, or at least I thought so, when I took 2 tires and looped it the next lap out. That was 100% on me. I just expected 2 tires to work. It's worked before in certain tracks, and it just didn't tonight.
Oh, it's all right, man. It happens. What else I want to ask you? Just the restarts. I mean, did you feel like you made gains each time you had a restart? I did. Okay, and then what did you feel like? Did you get caught up in any of that commotion with the late restart from Sean?
I did the restart before, yeah. When they all stacked up, I got turned, I think, by Bobby Dotson. I know it was just the way the stack up happened. I got turned, and it happens. These short tracks, they wait till the last minute to go to gain that advantage into the race. I get it. It happens. Not mad at anybody, but I was able to get the faster pair and get back out there and just do what I could.
Yeah, it's so exciting race, man. The way you were able to like put it there 3 wide and then still keep the truck under control and win the race, man. You've been killing it in a lot of different series, so congratulations again as you cemented your championship push. With this being your third win of the season. Oh, let me slow this down so we can check out the burnouts. Third win of the season. I think this puts you over 400 and you're probably close to 450 now with a dominating lead. David, so in this series, this league, do you guys get chase points to go into the next round, or do you guys all reset?
We do.
0? Okay.
Yes, sir. We do. We do get the chase points. I can pull that up for you and see. If I can
just
find
curious
that
so
for
we
you.
can tell our audience, like, just let me know what you would get for finishing as the regular season champion.
Yep. So the chase points that we get 2 points for a win, 2 points for 0x. We get 2 points for perfect attendance as well.
Okay, cool.
So
those are basically
regular
like
season
playoff points, chase points that go into your bucket at the end of the.
Yes, sir.
Playoff. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yep. Then we get a regular season champion of 2 points and first in that. So we get 7 points total for winning the regular season championship.
Okay, cool. I'll have to get with you and write those down because I'd like to make a little graphic for us to show, just to show everyone where everyone's at to explain it. So awesome, man. Well, hey, David, the floor is yours. You got, anything you want to get off your chest or share or shout outs? This is your time, brother.
Man, I would just shout out to the guys that come in and race in this league. It's a good group of guys, all very competitive. I know there's tempers out there and everything, but everybody's so competitive. So most of the time there's a lot of give and take, but when you get down to the end of a race, it's all take, no give. So can't fault anybody for wanting to take a spot and not give one up. So it's good racing, fun racing out here with them. Shout out to Joe and Steve for putting on the series. Shout out to you for putting on this broadcast every Thursday for us.
Oh yeah, man. I was just helping out Joe and Zach. Those are the real heroes, man. So I just helping them out, trying to relieve some of the work because they've been busy. So I'm happy to see them being busy. It's a good problem to have. So, but yeah, impressive, David, how good you are in a lot of different cars. So great job. Keep it going. And you gonna make it this Sunday? You're gonna be at Talladega this Sunday, aren't you?
I'm gonna be at Dega all weekend. Yes, sir.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know. Trying to. Got to stop missing so I can knock Landry and Medina off their pedestal up there.
There you go.
But we know it's an exciting weekend. Actually, we get to do a first time thing this weekend too. So me, Zach Winstead, who raced tonight too, and our buddy Chris Escher, my best friends right here. We're going to Dega all weekend, but we also have hot passes for the Xfinity Garage from Junior Motorsports and the Connor Zilich 88 team. They invited us down. So we're going to be right there on pit road with the 88 team the whole weekend.
Awesome, man. That's going to be a lifetime, once in a lifetime memory. Maybe more than once in a lifetime, but that's definitely on a bucket list for a lot of people. So that's awesome, David. Have a great time. Be safe down there, and congrats again on your win.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Good thing. Good night, Kyle. Have a good night, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for doing it.
Either one. I'll take either one. It's all good. Good night, Dave. All right, that was our winner of the night, David Owens, bringing it home there. Like you said, commanding commanding lead this season in the championship run. So great job there by David. Those championship points are going to pay off, really help out if you have a bad race or something happens to you. So I appreciate you all checking us out, tuning in. Remember, you want to get more information about any of the stuff we do here, reach out to me, Zach, Joseph, me, Gene. Anyone that's a part of the Vortex Racing Network. We have a big family here. Remember too, we do Monday nights for the MRL with the next gen cars. We do Tuesday nights for the Bonfire Big Truck and Tuesday series. And then we have the DDI Truck series on Wednesday nights. And then we do the MRL Thursday Thriller Truck series with me, your host, Kevin Kyle. And then on Sunday mornings, we have the Bonfire Premier Cup. And that is also next gen cars. So tune in, check out all the different series. You want to be a part of them, reach out. We appreciate it. And we also have an ARCA series starting up for DDI. So reach out to Zach Panzarella if you're interested in that. That's going to run right before the Monday night race for the next gen. So, and we'll be broadcasted. So any questions, reach out to us. We'll be glad to point you in the right direction. But other than that, you guys, God bless you guys. Take care. Be safe out there. Love your families and friends. Be there for them. And we'll see you next Thursday. Bye, guys.